come back from the second half and immediately need to belch. Excellent.
I think chat has a great point that I should utilize a knife ball, because if I like get out the knife ball and I'm like, I know, I'll use my knife ball. They read my mind. They have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, but the knife ball is far too dangerous. It might blow up the whole facility.
Yeah, they're like, knife ball, what is this? And then like in my mind, there's all these connotations like it's so dangerous. It's got me killed before. They'll be terrified.
This is actually
like,
retreat. A horrible plan.
Retreat. They have something we don't know about.
At the same time, they've been stuck here for God knows how long. Pretty much anything they face is going to be foreign to them. So,
let's talk about beginning combat. Let's see here.
I'm pretty sure that's an initiative roll.
It is. I think it's a D8, but the question is, do you add anything to it? Dexterity modifier.
Dexterity. Yeah.
All of them get a +1 to initiative based on their psychic powers.
What is with these rolls? Oh no! I never thought I'd say this, but Jonas, save us!
Oh, now you never have to say that again.
Oh, because we're all dead.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. It's great.
They are going to run across the ground at high speeds. They are 20 meters away from you and run half that distance towards you. And then all 4 of the people opposing you are going to make a throwing motion with their hands. There doesn't seem to be anything in them, but Dean Fairless, how does your power work?
Are they using brain bullets?
The adept can visually and audibly detect the use of psychic powers. If both the source and target are visible to the Metascion, they can tell who's using the power, even if it's normally imperceptible. I have a +2 on saving throws.
So you can't tell what power they're using, but you can tell that they are using a power. They're used 2 powers so far. Their bodies are surrounded by an aura, and then both of them are throwing... I'm sorry, all 4 members of the party are all throwing psychic kukris at you. So like wickedly curved daggers.
What?
They are, as you suspect, using telekinetic armory. One of those kukris is actually got a second one, so it's like a shuriken with only 2 sides to it. It's like a weirdly sickled dagger. So the first one is going to attack. The leader of the gang is going to attack Fairless, and then 2 on Allers and 2 on Diego. So these people approaching you are...
I thought there were 4 of them.
There are. You're right. I'm doing this wrong.
1 on Dean, 2 on me, 1 on
2 on Dean, 1 on each of you. The leader and 1 are going to attack Dean. So here's what happens. There are 4 naked humans. All of them are exactly 6 foot 1 inch tall. They have long black hair. 1 of them is male. 3 of them are female. They're completely naked, but they have some sort of cylinder at the right side of their neck that's filled with a green liquid. As the door slides open, you can see that cylinder is beginning to lower the amount of liquid in it.
Oh god, brain powers.
And let's start with the first one who's attacking Dean. Dean Diddley Dean.
So with my new fancy armor, my AC is 21.
No. And then the woman who's throwing her regular ass kukri, also no. Okay, Jonas, you are being attacked by one of the women. Of course, you can't see the thing incoming. 13, I don't think is going to hit you. I think all of you have like 18 or 20 because of your psi suits.
I think it's 20 because of the size.
I got
suits.
21.
Juan
Is it
Diego,
21?
19 to hit you is still going to miss.
Yeah.
Fine.
So they are at
Size
10 meters.
They're 10 meters away from you. Dean or Juan, which one of you wants to act first?
size suits have an AC of 20.
Okay.
Correct. But
What
you
if you're
add your dex bonus to it as well.
Oh, that's why I don't have a dex bonus. So
Gotcha. And also, well, anyway, I was gonna launch rockets at them. Let's do that. Rockets versus people is not good for those people.
That's true.
I guess I should add these.
They're naked.
Yeah, they're wearing nothing.
yeah, that's what was that one thing I found on Twitter a little while ago? An arrow. Shit, what was it?
Something like, don't get shot with a missile.
An arrow has your name on it. A fireball is addressed to whom it may concern.
That's pretty good.
Juan Diego, which one of the four of them are you targeting?
The one that's different.
Okay,
so
you're targeting the guy standing in the front. Okay.
Yeah. Attribute dex. There we go. Rocket launchers. They have difficulty locking on targets human size or smaller, but I got rid of that by getting the upgraded ones.
Yes.
Conventional rockets. Okay, so it does not seem to have any.
It's not going to have a bonus.
Okay. 3d10 is my damage. Burst.
Don't forget that part where you have to shoot.
I'm setting up a macro, okay? I'm setting up a macro. Armor piercing 5. Doesn't list that. Okay.
That's for vehicles.
And I do not add my skill to damage. Because that only is laser weapons, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Beautiful. Roll a 21.
Okay. Here's what happens. Juan Diego and Dean Fairless, each of you see something different happen, but you fire a rocket at this dude. You physically watch as the rocket dissolves into nothingness. Dean Fairless, you are looking at an impact sump happening. As the rocket begins to approach this guy, the rocket's physically, the bonds holding the rocket together on a chemical level begin to dissipate. And it simply just turns into chemical soup that floats through the air.
It's horrifying.
Okay, it's my turn though, right?
It is now your turn.
So now I go and I cut him in half with my MES blade.
Okay. You're going to have to run up to him to hit him with the MES blade.
Yeah, that's why I waited for the rocket shots.
All right. You're running forward.
And it's actually very fast because I have my burst speed suit.
Oh, does that give you, what is it, 15 meters?
Doubles my speed.
Oh. What is the speed of the suit to start with? I think it's like 10 or 15.
Yes, that was it.
4.
Really?
It should say it should be a listing of how many meters it is. Speed 4 is for when you're using it as a vehicle.
I wrote down everything about the suits, and I
I think it's probably just moves the same speed you do then, 10 meters. So if you double burst, you're able to move you're able to get to them in half the amount of time it would normally take. So yeah, you zoom forward twice as fast as they can move.
Which is great.
And you go to use your Tassadar gauntlets.
Yeah. Antaro Tassadar.
Antaro Adun.
Why did it not? Oh, I have to add in the things, right? Modifier 0.
Okay, so here's what happens, Dean. You see yourself physically hit this guy. And then time begins reversing, and you're back to in the air in front of him as he activates another psychic power, Alternative Outcomes. You're going to need to re-roll that entire roll.
Okay. I'm like, Entaro Tassadar. Like I was saying.
Yeah. All right. You hit him and kill him instantly. You hit him. Your fist physically impacts with him, and your like weird static blade goes out the backside of his body, and then like he slumps down on it, and it does more damage to his body as he continues to slump and fall. When you cut through where his eyes are, his eyes like fall out of the body as you cut through like the brain and eye part with your blade.
Nice. Disaster arsenal strikes again.
Jonas.
Yeah.
Shit is getting very gory very quickly. And
it's about to get a lot gorier.
So for Jonas and Juan Diego, they never see the time reversal thing. They just see Dean Fairless land a really good hit.
Oh yeah, it does. Great hit, Dean.
God. Question though. My heavy machine gun, does that run off of strength or dex?
It should be dexterity.
Okay. Damn it.
I mean, it's an interesting like concept in general. Which one do you use to shoot it?
Well, it's heavy.
It's like heavy, and you have to kind of hold it still.
Hoist it, you know? Yeah. Recoil.
Who are you shooting at?
I'll try and gun down the one targeting me.
Okay.
All right. No other modifier. Probably not.
So you go to begin firing. It's not that you miss. You hit with dozens of bullets. You've seen this before. Everything is reflecting off of what appears to be some sort of construct around the enemy. They have telekinetic armory up as well and are literally blocking all of your shots.
Just kind of sniffing. I hate fighting psychics.
All three of these women are going to form their kukris in their hands and then, like cartwheeling ninjas shit, are going to try to like run around Dean at high speed, attack him in his blind spots constantly, and try to stab him in his face.
Okay, bring it.
Wow, they really don't like Dean, do they?
Yeah.
Let's take this nice and slow so I can deal with anything that comes if I need to.
Very well. No. No.
That was the boss, or no?
The one who's different than the rest is the one you've already killed. The three women are all stabbing you, and there's been no change. Just to be clear, the boss psychic, the one who's above your level, is deeper in the facility and hasn't reacted yet. Yeah, just with your psychic suit, they're unable to penetrate the armor, even though they have psychic blades that they're using to pretty good effect. I mean, these people aren't communicating out loud, but they're all fighting perfectly in sync.
I'm like a StarCraft 1 zealot. I don't die for like a minute and a half.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still true in StarCraft 2 early on. They're pretty tough.
I mean, what's the new unit? Oh shit, I can't even remember the name.
I don't know.
There's a new unit that like shades and then like you can like pop over to it. Ranged attack.
Adept?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Adepts.
those things last for a long time. They just
Juan.
Yes.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I don't want to shoot rockets at you.
This is why I asked you whether or not you wanted to upgrade that rocket to the point and be able to damage your TL4 equipment. And you were like, no, there'll never be a drawback to this. And I was
no. What I'm saying is... what?
I mean, you know that you could hit me and I could sump it. You've seen me do it before.
Yep.
Yeah, without the blast danger. Yeah. So I what I was asking was, why would it make sense to not upgrade?
Very well. Go ahead.
Because upgrade made it way better. There was no reason not to that I could see.
Hit me with your best shot.
I upgraded mine.
I mean, yes, it was twice as expensive, but
I mean, actually, they're all like
money doesn't matter.
They're surrounding me. I mean,
you might as well just target Dean, right? Just
No,
just lob the rocket at Dean. He'll catch it,
No,
and then
I'm
just
like,
hold it and smile as it explodes, killing them all, and he's perfectly fine. That's
basically I'm aiming for the outside one.
Yep.
Like whatever one is
Got
comes
it.
around. Yeah.
Yep. In the moment that you have to fire the rocket. Nope. You fire the rocket, it goes, it like sails in between two of them and Dean as it spirals. So it's probably one of those Guardians of the Galaxy things where the fight is still happening, but it follows the rocket into the next room. You can hear them fighting, and you know that there must be some cool stuff going on, but you still follow the rocket for no reason as it continues deeper into the facility and then finally hits something and explodes.
Beautiful.
Dean diddly Dean.
Yeah, I am like psychic blade fencing with these like three psychic women. So which one was it?
a sticky knife. All would be wrap it in double-sided duct tape.
They're all still using active abilities.
Yes.
2 abilities each, right?
Yes, they have 2 active abilities.
All right, I'm just going to take another hack at one of them. I don't think there's much of a difference. So yeah, I'm just like defending all these attacks and like waiting for the first one that leaves me an opening, and then going for the swipe.
Okay. Nope. You keep waiting as you block using your MES knife, which somehow is able to, like, it's weird for you. Your MES knife shouldn't be interactable with physical objects, but their psychic blades also aren't physical. So you're having an invisible knife fight that no one else can follow.
I'm like watching them and they take hard hits.
Gosh,
like,
it's a lot like watching Saber fight in a Fate fight with her invisible air sword, where everyone's like, how long is the blade? If only I knew what it looked like and its length, I'd be able to sense it.
I mean,
I was actually just picturing the South Park episode with the psychics fighting each other.
Every once in a while, just like a lump of something flies at the like group as we like throw things and block them.
I'm totally picturing like the lightsaber fight, but instead of the lightsabers glowing and animated, they're just green screened out.
Yeah, exactly. It reminds me of the Order of the Stick comic where they're attacking the Azure City and the 2 clerics go to fight each other and they're constantly counterspelling each other and making their saves. Yeah. And so they just stand there and point their fingers at each other. And one guy that's watching is like, this is the most titanic clash of magic I've ever seen. And nothing happens for like 4 panels. But wait, it gets even better. One of the clerics dies and then like 20 issues later is like, shit, I got a 19 on my save, not an 18. That's D&D for you right there. Jonas, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna keep trying to gun this bastard down. Let's see, where'd it go? I lost my damn. These character sheets are too long. There it is.
Yeah, over the top combat.
All right, no other. 23.
12 damage, too.
23. What are you firing again?
My heavy machine gun.
You begin firing your heavy machine gun rounds at one of them, and the one that was shooting back at you. The rounds disappear midway through. They just turn into dust and just kind of whoomph over this woman like whoosh, 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 as she impact sumps them.
I'll just be like, Caprinia, making notes. I need to get something that does more damage to psychics.
I'm like, they can't keep this up. Just keep unloading. I can't keep this up either. Keep unloading.
You're gonna take a hit on that one. So,
me?
Well, no, Dean. So while you're saying that, Dean, one of them comes up behind you and has a psychic kukri over their head and is definitely about to stab you in the back of the face.
Okay, hold on one sec. Is about to stab me in the back.
Wow, in the back of the face.
I mean, it'll go all the way through to the back of the face area.
Especially with a psychic knife.
where to go? Pressure field. As an instant action,
Yes.
psychic can commit effort for the scene whenever an assailant misses. Okay, so go ahead and roll damage then.
Very well.
So
8 points of damage.
I can take that.
All right, so she misses the back of your head and stabs you in your shoulder. Your suit seals after she pulls it out, but your blood goes like sparkling through the air as she savagely rips the knife out. It's bad. It like you can feel it bleeding underneath your suit. You just got raked by a horrible knife.
Yeah, I can take maybe 2 more of those. Or wait. Yeah.
You get hit again. You want to impact sump or you want to eat this shit?
I can do after damage roll, I think.
4.
So I'll take that one too.
So the second woman doesn't even try to hit you with the knife. She goes down to the ground and does a roundhouse kick. And while you're leaping over it, that's when she tries to stab you in your ankle. Only hits you with the flat of the blade, but it causes you to fall over, and you have to scramble back up, dusting your butt off. And then the third roll, as the third woman tries to stab you, and oh nope, that was a damage roll. But I'll keep that if I manage to hit this, which I do not.
Okay, so at that point, she's swinging down on me.
Yep.
Like I fall down, and this is like the moment where it looks like I'm going to die, sitting on my ass.
Oh yeah, so this third woman's coming down at you like with the knife. It's gonna miss
just, like,
though.
Put my hand up and just. You guys see her turn the blade back towards herself.
So what power is this?
I activate reactive telekinesis.
Okay, reactive.
So if attack misses, this is so brutal. With a physical attack, the attack is then reflected back against the assailant, who must re-roll the attack against their own person twice. Hold on, Sid. If either roll hits, the assailant suffers the damage. Oh, if both roll hits, they get the max damage possible.
All right.
They crit themselves.
So it looks like she's going to crit herself, but she stabs herself on the throat, and then Dean, you watch as time reverses and she unstabs herself. She's triggering her alternative outcomes again. Nope, she does the exact same thing. That is a 1 in 400 chance of that happening.
Oh, this is so good.
It's like the sweat like pouring off my face, and we're like twisting her arm like back and forth, and finally I just go and like shove it.
So she takes 10 points of damage.
Oh yeah.
From her own attack, and she's fine.
But it's getting very bloody down here.
Indeed. Yeah, she stabs herself in the neck. She pulls out the knife, and blood is pouring out of it, and then reseals itself.
That's just not fair.
Do I catch?
So make sure you're tracking the effort, your psychic effort that you're committing here, because
yeah. Well, I just have to have free ones to do it. So that's for the round. Or no, wait.
No, that's gone. Like when you do that, it's gone.
Okay, so that's 4 out of 5.
Oh boy. All right, Juan Diego, you're up.
Rockets.
There was all sorts of weird psychic-y stuff happening right there. They were all counter-attacking each other.
The only way I can help is with rockets. 22?
22 would hit.
Oh wait, I have more than that because I don't have my armor up. What is my armor
she is going to use alternate outcomes to force you to reroll that.
Okay.
So you see your rocket slide forward. Nope, it does an even better hit.
This keeps happening to them every single time.
It did happen to them.
Like, man, this is a really bad. Like, no, I can do better than this. And you can go back and you're like, all right,
you can't.
I know how to step in to block what a sane person would do. Oh fuck.
She's gonna impact sump that.
Okay.
So they only have 1 impact sump left between the 3 of them, and it's on the person who just stabbed themselves. I probably should have used it then too. But what can you do? All right. 12 points of damage, and then I think it splashes and hits all of them.
No, it doesn't, because it's the it's the upgraded one that does not do
Okay.
splash.
All right. It hits this woman. It slows down before it hits her, and wait, I just impact something, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah, it slows down before it hits her. It's literally like she catches it in her hands and then like tosses it over her shoulder, and it explodes or it gets near the ceiling. Dean Diddly Dean.
Okay. I think it's going to be the same woman again.
The wounded one?
Oh, wait. Yeah, but she's wounded, right? She took damage, but she still has an impact.
So this is the third attacker. So it's the one who attacked Juan Diego to start out with.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. I'm going to impact something.
Yeah, obviously a max roll.
So your fist starts getting closer to her, and then it slows down, and you're like, "No shit!" As you feel your own power activate against you.
Yeah, I'm like deflected, and I have to go like back into my protective stance. I'm so pissed. That was such a good roll.
Yeah, it was a really good roll. Jonas, their psychic non-sensory is just going all over the place.
I see this weakened one, and I'm going to go after the weakened one.
Okay. Man, the weakened one sounds like a really good album cover. Yeah, no, you don't even hit her psychic armor. She just keeps moving to put Dean between your line of fire and her, and so you have to keep holding your shots. The three of them are going to continue to try to stab Dean to death. They want his blood. You know the rules.
Really could have used one of those.
Ooh.
All right, let's see the damage.
Yep, she's gonna pommel strike you in the forehead with her psychic knife.
I will impact that bad boy, and that's only once per.
That's once per fight.
Yeah, per fight. Okay.
Yeah, you're about to take a really bad hit to the head. Your micro AI is like activating all of your suit's countermeasures so that you don't take as good of a hit, but then the hand slows down as you impact something.
So I want to be sure I'm doing effort right. So I spent an effort to do that. I spent an effort, I think, to jet forward.
Yep.
Right?
You're also maintaining a telekinetic. Oh, you're not maintaining your armory.
I'm not maintaining my armor, but I did that twice.
Yep.
So 4 out of 5. So I won.
Yes. Second attack will hit.
Oh no, it won't.
No, he has armor at 21.
Oh, my bad. Well, that will hit for 10 points of damage.
I will go ahead and use my last. Actually, no, screw that. I'll use my last one to have a roll. Do whatever it's called. The reversal. Spend my.
Can you use that more than once?
I think so. I think it's just until.
As an instant action. Looks like it.
Psychics, man.
Yeah. So, you can go ahead and roll the damage against me because that is going to hit.
Okay.
So go ahead and do the damage. See how much I take.
And that's your last effort, right? You're now completely drained.
So, yeah. After I use this to do that attack, that's all I can do. And then I can't impact this damage.
That is a miss, and that is a miss. So she doesn't injure herself. So she's about to stab you in the face, and then you manage to deflect the knife and turn it back against her, and she's just like whoosh, whoosh.
Okay.
Saw you do it the first time and expected it.
Juan Diego, it is now to you.
Wait, hold on though. You hit me with a 23, did you not?
That was the attack that you just reversed.
Oh, okay.
And then they had to make 2 rolls against themselves. They missed themselves twice.
Well, no, because I thought the power to reverse the attack was only when they
Oh, yeah,
missed,
no, it was
and
on
so
the
it was
miss.
on the one before the 23.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
this is
yeah, yeah.
just the
You're right.
rewind
You're right.
time.
You're right.
The
Okay, then
20
yes,
go
I
ahead.
did in fact hit you for 10 points of damage. Then.
Okay, we'll take that roll.
Okay.
10.
Yep. How's your health doing there, Captain?
No, so I thought he spent one to have you re-roll the 23 attack, which means your next attack in line would be
But
17, which is a miss.
Can't.
Those were
Wait,
the.
He can only trigger the power off a miss, and so
Yeah.
it triggered off of the 20 and not the 23.
I
If I
see.
get-
He was.
If I actually
He
get
was.
hit with
I
something,
gotcha.
I can
I
impact
gotcha.
summed once per fight, and that's it. So my
You're
sum-
completely
I
out.
thought I heard that you were using a different power.
Yeah,
than
we
you
did.
were.
We did the order of operations wrong. Anyway, I rolled for the 23 before you did the let's activate that psychic power thing. What is your HP at right now, Captain?
5.
Your suit is
Oh,
informing
boy.
you that if you take much more damage in this fight, it's gonna tear and you'll just die instantly.
Yeah, I mean, a knife ball would do me in at this point.
A knife ball has done you in at this point.
Yeah, from this HP.
Juan, you're up.
Yeah. Rockets.
Okay, which one do you want to target?
I guess one of them's already been hit, like
Yes.
already has taken some damage. Not her, because I'm very sure that if I hit successfully, it's gonna kill it. It's gonna be an insta kill.
Okay. Make your roll.
So that is not a hit.
You fire off the rocket, and the woman that you're aiming at jumps over it, touches it with her hand, and like helps it along. Scoops it into the next room where it impacts against one of the amphitheater walls.
Bloody psychics.
Dean. I love the idea that since you haven't described yourself doing anything, Jonas and Juan Diego are just standing in the doorway, firing unendingly.
Just
Pretty much.
They're like my fucking stormtroopers. And I'm Darth Vader over here, trying to slay some fucking rebel. I'm a very goofy Darth Vader.
definitely the pink Vader.
It's Big Vader.
You've already been Palpatoons, so.
So what? So I imagine there's some sort of difficulty for like getting out of direct hand-to-hand combat.
I don't.
Or is that like a?
I don't think that's a thing. I mean, I know that's a D&D
I think I
thing.
can outrun these guys. They're.
You have to use your turn to make a fighting withdrawal to disengage without getting AO'd.
But then I could boost. If I do move double my movement, could I get outside of this place?
Yes. You don't have to do double your movement. You just need to do your movement. You literally just need to go 10 meters to get outside.
Okay, so I'm thinking I can then go outside and go around the corner.
So basically hide behind Juan Diego or Jonas.
No, I was like, advancing.
Oh, you want to go further into this facility?
No, advancing forward outside into where our new objective is. I'm not retreating.
So strategic advance to the rear.
Strategic advance to the rear. Thank you.
So you're going behind either Juan Diego or Jonas.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like
you will need to spend your action to withdraw and then run. Is your whole turn? Or you open yourself up to attacks.
Yeah, you know what? They were rolling pretty good, but not amazing.
I mean, if you take one more hit, you're going down. It's not a time to be brave.
Right, but if I can take one down, they get 2 hits attempts. I mean, they might just get 3 if I run, and they can still make their ranged attacks. I'm not sure if they're bonuses. Not sure if I'm going to shake out of this one.
Behind us, though, it's more likely that they're going to hit one of us if you get out of their line of sight.
Maybe. You guys haven't been very threatening.
Wow. Wow.
Uh,
Wow.
The shade. So no, I'll go ahead and do it. I'll back up. I'll use my action to like carefully do a couple, large swings to back them up. And
wow, now you've gone full Darth Vader.
Yeah. Then I do one of those weird Vader jumps where you're like, wow, he just went way further than he should have.
Jonas. Dean runs around the corner back towards you guys and goes to hide behind you.
Okay, I'll better position myself to body block.
Yeah, there's probably like red lights blinking on my suit somewhere, like bad warning.
And I want to target the wounded one.
Okay. All three of them are moving like Metal Gear Solid style ninjas. So when you begin firing at them, they all are again like handless cartwheeling over the bullet streams, jumping super high using telekinesis. It's super, super annoying. If this was an anime, they'd be leaving shadow reflections of themselves behind.
Did they want a job on a free merchant ship?
I feel like the answer is
I feel like in a few minutes they might just end up having a free merchant ship. Yeah. 17 is going to miss, I believe, as they run up to attack Jonas. And the other two are going to attack Juan Diego. 21.
That's a hit. That's exactly my armor class.
This woman stabbed you for 7 points of damage.
That's disgusting.
The other one slides underneath her legs and tries to stab you in your knee with their next attack before popping up again. Nope, that's not going to happen. Yeah, she actually slides out into the open area behind you. So now you, Dean, Jonas, and all three of these women are all in a general melee. Quan!
I'd rather be in a 1v1 than a 1v3. I'm perfectly happy with that.
So you said it was 7 damage?
Yeah, 7 damage.
Okay. I have some armor plating thing that does something, but I think it just removes armor piercing. Anyway, I guess it's not very helpful. I'm going to shoot rockets at them point blank.
There's no way this wouldn't be a terrible idea. All right, you're going to hit all of you, I guess.
No,
right?
Because I've got the upgraded rockets that don't have splash damage.
Oh, okay.
These are just very large bullets, it sounds like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're rocket slugs, I guess. I thought it was just that it made them able to attack TL4 targets, not that it turned them into non-explosive rounds.
Ooh.
No, it says that's not what it says.
Are you sure?
Jesus, that damage.
I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Where?
Mech list. You have bought a rocket launcher. Rocket launcher. Conventional are shaped for maximum armor penetration rather than explosive radius, and mech pilots can use them even against close targets without blast danger. Okay, yeah.
No splash. Nice.
So here's the deal. You shoot one of these women with a rocket, and it just goes out the other end of them, and she dies instantly. She just... there's a couple organs that are supposed to be inside her body that are no longer there.
Yep.
The lungs and the heart, mainly.
Dean.
Oh, it's my turn.
This is what I'm talking about.
They have no reaction to this happening.
Oh, really?
That's even more frightening, really.
Nah, I'd probably have about the same reaction seeing a psychic die.
Where's your anti-psychic terrorism come from?
Oh, no, but it scares the captain. All right, let's go. We're now I'm...
When you're about to attack, Slayer's just like, You haven't checked in with me for some time, Captain.
Oh, no,
I'm going to lend you my dark force power.
Yeah, I've been like telling him everything the whole time. I have like
just ready to monologue. Like and I made her stab herself in the throat. It was great.
So yeah, he's like, feel my power flow through you as I release my unlimiter.
Yeah, I do that and attack with my MES knife.
This is when you get a 20 on the die right here.
I feel like this plant is speaking all epically and holy shit. Speaking all epically and everything, but the end result is just a little puff of spores.
Yeah.
No, the end result is a natural 20, just like Arthur called. The dark power rises up within me, and I fucking strike them down.
Slayer's Dono. It's got the power. Yeah, you killed the injured target, and she's dead now too. The MES knife passes through her like butter, and every time you hit a vital organ, it stops working instantly. Jonas, the only one of these women that are still moving is the one that slid underneath Juan Diego's legs and is now outside with the rest of you.
So, like, see him just knife down the one in front of me. I'm just like, all right, and wheel over on the other one.
Yeah, let's do this.
And no, I still can't roll for shit. I have not rolled above a 10, except for the one that got friggin' where my bullets got disintegrated. It's awesome. Doing great tonight, guys. Really helping the team.
Yeah, that's interesting. People are saying that your roll probably shouldn't be that high, Dean, because your weapon attack bonus is listed as a 3, which is definitely not a thing that you have.
Yeah, 3 plus 3s and a plus 1.
Yeah, it's the weapon attack bonus thing, because MES knife doesn't have a bonus, I think.
D20 plus 3 AB plus 3 weapon AB plus 3 skill.
I think the weapon AB would be like how laser rifles get a bonus.
Yeah.
So, all right. So no AB, but plus skill to damage, and
it already has all that calculated.
So it's a 27 instead of a 30.
Yeah, we just need it for it's going to be important in the future, right? Because, you know, a 3-point shift could turn many misses into hits.
Yeah, the AB should not be there for the...
Yep, you don't have any weapon AB.
Yeah, 0 weapon AB, yeah.
Okay. So with Jonas's miss, wheeling around and trying to... So you literally bring your weapon around, turn around, and try to fire at this person who's like on the ground near you. And she's
on the door. Damn it.
No. You start firing. She's just rolling around on the ground, and all of your shots are missing. Because she's a precog, so it's no big deal for her. He
psychics
is going to try to continue to stab Dean to death. Because that's who she can target. Judgment Knights of Wow!
Uh-oh.
This, I mean, you might just literally die right here. Yep.
Yep, that's enough.
Damn.
A natural one.
She rises off the ground, puts her left hand on your suit, and uses her right hand psychic dagger to stab you. So all you guys see is her like pummel fisting him, but then blood starts spurting out of his back through a tear in his suit. All of your suits are getting emergency warnings. His suit is being flooded with radiation, and he's dying.
Oh dear.
So let's see here. We need to go to the dying rules because your dying is super bad. Plus, you're going to need to make a save against the radiation to just not be dead.
Oh dear.
Saving throws.
I haven't read the dying rules at all.
I mean, you did earlier because you got wrecked by radiation. Okay. I need you to make a roll. It's a physical effect save.
This is not the radiation, though.
No, this is the radiation. It'll start lowering your constitution modifier. When your constitution reaches 0, you're permanently super dead.
Not your modifier, your score, you mean?
It's your physical saving throw. Not constitution save. It's a physical.
No, you were saying it's going to lower my constitution?
Yes.
If I fail?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, your constitution drops by 1 point. Did the modifier drop enough that you lost hit points?
Yeah. I mean, if it retroactively.
So
for 5 levels, I got +1, so I get -5.
Yeah.
Max hit points.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's pretty bad.
Radiation poisoning begins. So even as he's lying on the ground dying, he begins vomiting into his suit, and his suit's AI begins like self-cleaning on the inside. Now let's figure out how your regular dying is doing, just from being dead. Bloop, 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 bloop. Gosh, why are you always dying all the time?
That's because I'm so exciting.
I'm just going to look for the word Lazarus, and maybe I'll get a Lazarus patch thing in here. Okay. If it is applied to a character who's fallen to 0 hit points, the user can make an int heal or dex heal check against difficulty 6 to stabilize the user. Each round after the first, a -1 penalty is applied. Okay, so I'm going to turn the round counter on. It's going to be called the Dead Dean counter. And it is currently at 1. When that reaches 6, he will be dead.
And that's just because you can't make the rolls?
Yeah, after 6, you can't Lazarus patch anymore. Not only will you be dead, but unless someone fixes the radiation leak on your suit, you'll rot away into a corpse. Right. Completely unable to be revived even by psychic powers. Juan, things are going pretty bad.
Did I get any readings while I was inside about the levels inside?
Yep, the levels inside were totally lethal.
Well, that's
so the radiation's no better inside than it is outside.
That's correct.
Oh, well, good to know at least. I'm going to try to kill this last bitch.
That's a good call. New captain, Juan Diego. You are actually being bombarded by Slayers. Slayers is like, my dark force power is... and then you can't hear him talking anymore.
Uh-oh. Well, rockets. No.
You fire a AP rocket at short range, and she just swats it out of the air psychically. Like, she's busy trying to stab Jonas to death. Doesn't even look at it. You just watch the rocket midair go whoosh, and go sailing off.
So not fair.
Dean, you're bleeding to death.
I'm rolling so badly.
Jonas.
I'm going to ignore this bitch and try and slap a last patch on Dean.
Okay, make a int healing or dex heal check. Difficulty 6. If there's one thing I know, you'll fail this check 7 or 8 times. Yep.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey, Sid, aren't you an expert? Don't you have the power to re-roll a check once an hour?
Yeah, I'm going to re-roll the goddamn thing.
I was going to say he should have fucking attacked, because at least then he gets to use a D20 and he might succeed.
Well, I succeeded at that, so suck it. You're going to have to live.
You stabilize the captain's trauma, but his suit is still torn.
Yeah. That's next on my list.
The Dead Dean counter is now gone.
So, if somehow get me actually conscious, I could actually turn on my protective.
You're not going to be conscious for a long time.
There's no way to do that.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I don't think you come back for like 24 hours. You are critically wounded until sufficient medical help has been tendered. And there's no way you're going to be able to get that in the field in the middle of a fight.
Yeah, and I don't think I can protect from radiation.
Next up is stabbing Jonas. So Jonas, you go down to do this Lazarus patch thing, and your micro AI in your suit is just like jerks your whole body. Like your suit begins reacting to the hit before it lands, and she stabs you in the shoulder. You take 6 points of damage. How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine.
All right, this hit would kill a normal human being, just to be clear. And now you're just fine. Juan Diego.
Not even a third.
Okay. I mean, it's got to be rockets. That's all there is to it. That's how I solve my problem.
Point blank, literally within arm's reach of each other, firing rockets. I feel like I'm watching the lady fight from Devil May Cry 3.
God, now I'm just picturing her stabbing me in the back and then getting swept aside by a rocket hitting her.
Okay, yeah, the rocket deals some damage to her. It basically blows her left arm off, and then it begins regenerating at high speed as the green liquid in the canister at her neck begins unloading. But just left-handedly, she continues to fight using her psi knives. Jonas.
I'm gonna fix this suit.
That was a really bad 3d10 roll, by the way. That's 2 1s. That's rough.
Yeah.
That's real rough.
That's why she's not dead.
I will give you an option here, Jonas Allers. If you sacrifice one of your Lazarus patches, if you have another one?
Yeah, I have 3 more.
Okay. If you sacrifice a Lazarus patch and take increased difficulty on this, you can fix their suit in 1 round.
What would be the difficulty without doing that?
It will take a minute. You'll be completely defenseless during that time.
Take 10 rounds to fix the suit.
Yes.
I have to try it.
Okay. The difficulty is 11.
Oh my god.
And you're burning a Lazarus patch. I mean, you're basically trying to flash wield a highly advanced psi suit back together after it's been rent apart on 2 sides by a psychic knife.
What's the rate of this radiation damage? Is that going to be turn basis?
It's not going to be turn basis. It'll be on quarter hourly basis as it slowly rots you. And by slowly, I actually mean super quickly.
Very, very, very quickly as
yes.
It rips the particles of my DNA apart.
Listen, right now, having children is still a possibility. In an hour or so, no.
Not so much.
Jonas.
All right, no help from my suit this time.
No, your suit will help you with this, of course.
All right.
This is what your suit is designed to do.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. You like rip a Lazarus patch in half and you're like slap, and then you're like flash wield using your suit's built-in tools. Flash wield, you do some Tony Stark shit in there. Dean, your suit is completely sealed. It'll hold for a while.
I celebrate by breathing in a little bit of that puke.
Yeah, as a result of doing it very quickly, you are not open to attack. So there's no bonus for her stabbing you to death, which is exactly what she's going to try to do. And she will succeed at stabbing you to death. And she succeeds by hitting you for 4.
Not to death.
To the pain. This time,
still fine.
She swipes at you and
fine.
she breaks the seal on your suit, and like blood from your cheek splatters inside your suit. And then like windshield wipers pop up inside the suit as it begins resealing. Yeah, you're like blinded by your own blood for a moment, and then it's fine.
All right, rockets.
All right, great. Might as well just call them sabot rounds at this point. You're just literally. Yep, she's dead. Yep. All 4 of your opponents are dead and lying naked and dismembered on the floor.
Excellent.
This was not how I expected to send my
grab
son.
the collar of Dean's suit and start dragging him back to the ship.
Okay.
Deposit it inside before we
and
continue.
We've solved the mystery of what was inside. A bunch of assholes. We can leave now.
I mean, I want to know what's more in there, but there's no way that I'm going to face off against a psychic further in without
another psychic.
Well, even if we give it 24 hours, he's not going to be in any kind of fighting form.
I'm willing. So is there anything around, like, inside the door? Like, is there anything besides these
Yes.
people?
Scattered along the floor inside the hallway. It was hard to see at the beginning because you were so focused on the fighting. There's actually like a 2-inch thick layer of dust and dead skin and dandruff that these guys have been fighting in. Also, there are several corpses that all look exactly like either the guy or the girls lying around the hall.
Clones?
I'm going to take whatever body is the most complete.
Okay. You get a completely intact. It has all of the organs. Yeah, it just has a snap neck.
Perfect. And then the plan is GTFO as fast as we can.
GTFO to
Really?
what and where?
We don't want to explore at all.
Our ship can't stay down here any longer, and we don't know how long Dean is going to be unconscious.
We've been down here a couple of minutes.
It took us a day to get down.
It took you a day to get down here.
Which, how long do we have with the ship? Because we were going to do a fast escape.
In 48 hours, the people on the ship will begin dying from radiation.
So we have time to spend an hour exploring. I mean, we came here to check things out, not just get into a fight, turn around, and leave.
Let me look at medical healing real quick. You don't have a doctor. Oh, wait, no, you do have. You don't have a medical doctor. You don't have a medical doctor.
Oh, different kind of doctor.
Dean,
yes, you have 2 doctorates, but no doctors.
About
we have an astrophysicist.
the other more powerful psychic further in. Did you mention anything about that?
I don't think you did.
I just yelled that there was a bunch of psychics.
Okay. If that's case, in that case, I would not know that there's another more powerful psychic we should be on the lookout for. So I'm gonna, when you bring in Dean, I'm gonna bring in this body.
Dean will recover to 1 hit point after 10 minutes.
Fuck yeah. Okay. That's so minis. Wait, so hold on. My effort goes back down after a scene?
No.
Wait,
it's daily.
Wait, is effort based?
It's
on
daily,
your
I believe.
Constitution?
It's based on whatever the better of your 2 psychic scores are.
Which is con and int or something? Wait,
I think
you might want to look it up.
So in that case, I will not use meta knowledge and will not mention anything about not wanting to face off against a more powerful psychic.
You would know that you just need to wait 10 minutes for Dean to wake up. Like, you stick him in the auto doctor and they're like, no high-grade pharmaceutical stims available. No biocyonosis within range. 10 minutes required.
Low-grade stuff.
Great.
We would at least wait for that.
Okay.
For sure. Definitely wait.
Dean, you wake up. You're not dead. And you're only mildly radiation poisoned.
No, I'm pretty fucked up. So my max hit points goes down by 5, and my my total effort goes down by 1.
That's pretty bad. Yeah,
rough. Very bad. My suit's okay though. He fixed it.
Yes. So let's see here. If you lose any excess characters, reduce blah blah. Can you get that back? I don't think you can get it back. I think that's permanently lost.
Holy crap.
Yep.
Radiation don't play.
Lethal radiation zones force multiple saves per round. Okay, yeah. I mean, you would have had to make 1 per round, but it was only open for 1 round, so that's fine. Characters reduced below half their original that didn't happen. Your constitution didn't reach 0. Yeah, no. Your constitution is permanently negatived in that fashion.
Harsh.
Boy, yep. I feel a lot better about getting that patched up first round then.
Because it says if your base gets to 0, you die.
If your base gets to 3, you die.
Yeah, I mean, low-level characters would die a lot quicker than that if they didn't have good hit points too, because you'd just be like, oh, minus like 14 hit points for level loss. Like,
Yep.
That's brutal. So I wake up and I am pretty fucked up still. I'm very gashed up and pukey. There's probably puke in like my hair.
No, your suit's cleaned it out for you.
Oh, good.
But while he was waiting to wake up, I would have gone and reassured Slayers that we saved.
I mean, you can physically talk to Slayers, but there's no reaction.
Oh, Slayers, no.
Okay. When I wake up,
he's just a fern now.
I'm just like I'm right in the ship. I'm in the med bay. So I'll just be like, oh, what, you got me out? Yeah, did we kill them all?
Yeah, yes, Cap. They're all dead.
The bodies with us.
Rockets, bodies,
evidence.
They don't mix.
We made it up and down.
What about their leader? Did he come out?
What leader? What are you talking about?
Those were just
all of them.
Those were just the guards in front, I think.
What do you mean?
I could feel someone else using their powers further in. I don't think I can go up against them in my current state.
Well, we don't have enough time for you to fully recover. We need to make a decision. Do we go in now like this, or do we bail?
Well, I think we should probably leave Captain behind and press on. I mean, we came here. The harder in hell getting here. I don't want to have to try and turn around and do it again. No, it's a risk, but it might not be as big a risk as trying to face a ship combat again. I mean, we saw how well that went.
It went just fine.
Yeah, I thought we did fine. I think also we should have been doing better. I think I need to check the rules. Two extra command points.
We were using those.
Mm-hmm.
But I should have gotten one each time I took my turn too. I don't know.
No, you didn't.
Is it 2 extra or 2?
Two extra.
So you get. We only were getting one each time we took our turns because we were 2 different departments at the same time, and only one of them could take a main action. The other one had to generate a point.
You guys were generating 2 points, but I wasn't generating a point.
No, that's not correct. They only generated 1 point.
I see what you're thinking. You're thinking you have your 1 point and then the 2 extra generated.
That's not correct.
What you're looking at.
You generate 0 points unless you take an action that will generate them. Okay. If you have extra departments, each one generates 1 more point, which is why they got extra points.
Okay, so we also can do a lot better if we have one.
Did my lights flicker on stream as well, or was that too fast?
I didn't see it.
Okay.
Didn't see anything.
Holy shit.
Okay, well, if the stream drops...
So yeah, if we do want to go fight this thing, we could definitely get crazy with just using the gunnery option.
Oh, that reminds me. I have to make a shoot roll of 9. Well, we come back to the ship, so during that 10 minutes, I could reload. So never mind, It's not important.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So while you guys are discussing things, your suit AIs are all communicating with each other.
Mm-hmm.
In the way that AIs do.
And do I also not hear Slayers?
Yeah, you don't hear Slayers anymore.
Well, I comms him because I've set up my comms. And I'm like, Slayers, good buddy. We're back in the ship.
You get nothing.
Buddy? I get up and I rush back to his harness.
Man, you don't rush back. You limp horribly back while vomiting. He's in his harness. Physically, he looks fine, but there's no psychic power emanating from him. You give him some nutrient paste, nothing happens.
Captain, it's my guess. Maybe the radiation nuked your spores or whatever.
We should be safe in the ship. He said he would be fine in here.
I'm sure he is. The radiation probably destroyed whatever his spores were in your body.
All right, I will open up my suit then and try to take a sniff.
Okay.
Because I don't see why it would have done both of us.
Yeah, you breathe deeply. When you do that, Drand is just like, you know, Captain, it would really help if all of us had those suits. They seem really handy. Sometimes your suit sends me messages letting me know how to improve my efficiency at piloting.
You know, Duran, next time you get 500,000 credits, we'll get you a suit.
I mean, you know, I just felt like it's a thing that you could buy on behalf of the company.
Again, when you get up 500,000 credits, we'll buy you a suit.
Have you paid us recently?
I'm not in payroll. You'll have to take that up with Juan Diego.
You literally haven't paid them in months.
No, we have.
Have you?
I absolutely have.
Okay, my bad. You're actually keeping track of it.
Yeah,
I 100% am keeping track of that. On
sorry, you're gonna have to speak to payroll.
How much are you paying them? It's like 100 a day, right?
Let's see.
Per person. Oh, the ship might just have a set crew cost. I think that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
All right, I'll assume you've been doing it correctly and we can audit it later. What's more important is on his knees, sadly applying nutrient paste to Slayers. Dean Fairless, you get no reactions from your favorite plant alien.
All right, so I'm like,
Silicon.
all right, we have to go. Slayers is sick. We have to bring him back.
I'm just sitting there reloading my gun. So we're just gonna abandon what we came here for?
What, you want to just abandon Slayers? I can't hear him. There's something wrong.
He's a plant. He's a fern.
He's a
damn about the plant.
Oh boy, you're all talking at the same time. I didn't hear any of that.
Juan Diego's like, actually, Captain, we have not paid them since we reached the Galactic South. Here, let me distribute some funds.
I love that. He's like, can you buy me a suit? And you're like, why don't you buy it? And he's like, we haven't been paid since we got here. And you're like, no, we paid you. Wait, did we?
Like, look, we thought we had an auto debit set up. Very sorry about that.
See, there was an auto pay, but that was back up north, and
right.
You know.
Yeah, and I mean, go into your. Okay, so we've got 4 crew. It's been.
Okay, so
they were last paid.
So me and,
just real quick.
Right now?
It's August the 16th.
Yeah.
Me and Jonas are still yelling at each other about whether it's a sentient thinking being or just a plant.
No, I'm not even arguing that it's a sentient thing. I don't care if it's sentient or not. It's still a fucking plant.
Okay, so Dean, your effort score is 1 plus your wisdom or constitution modifier, whichever's higher, plus your highest psychic score, which is 3.
Did you say wisdom or con?
Wisdom or con.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
So they're both 0 right now? Okay, so you have 4 effort. And then when does it reset? You can, so you currently have -1 effort, basically. You can try to torch yourself to get more effort. Commitment is short term, lasting until the power is in effect. Other powers require effort be committed for the full scene. Others require till the end of day. Right, so it'll come back after a good night's rest. If you want to get more effort, you can try torching yourself using your unrestrained MES powers.
Sounds dangerous.
Yeah, it's super dangerous. It's absolutely. This is how most psychics end up killing themselves.
All right, I pay all the crew, the 4 members of our crew, 10,000 credits each, which is more than would technically be owed them for.
That's fine. They've literally had to put up with all of your shit, and they're now all heavily wanted criminals throughout the entire sector on both sides.
It's fine. They're good peeps.
Yeah.
Okay, so like impact.
So is that 500,000 credits? If you got 500,000 credits in pay, we'll get you a suit.
It's not.
No.
Credits.
All right.
Impact sump is for
Keep saving.
Is for the day.
Yes.
Even though it's only for once per.
No, impact sump can only be used once per day.
And lasts the whole day.
Yes.
That's the use.
You've already triggered it though, so you're done.
But like lifting stuff around doesn't like actually cost one.
You lifting stuff costs committed effort to telekinetic manipulation.
But it doesn't cost it for the day. It's just during the scene.
Yes.
And then
telekinetic armory also costs for as long as you want to maintain it.
So that's like see. So it's not specifically.
But remember, you're at -1 effort right now. You've blown past your effort pool. So if there's anything you're recalling right now, your effort might go back up, but you need to bring it to at least 1 in order to activate stuff again.
What's the
so
name
my
of
total
this
effective effort right now has lowered?
Sorry, what's the question?
What's the name of this planet?
Bir Kugan.
Can you spell that?
Yes, I can. I will copy paste it into that place where we put things.
Please, thank you.
I'm sorry.
I just read it as beer is gone.
That's not correct.
That because of the injury, I need to regain my efforts?
No, so you've committed effort to impact sump, right? What else have you committed effort towards? Did everything else get rolled back?
Yeah, because I haven't used my armor because
telekinetic, reactive telekinesis.
Most everything else was reactive.
Right. So you're back to 3 of 4, and once you begin to feel your psychic power coming back, you hear a very drowsy sounding Slayers in your head as you're applying nutrient paste to him, and he's like,
"Thank God,
Dean, are you there? Did the dark force power get you through the battle?"
Yeah, we did it. Your support made us through. I barely survived. Luckily Jonas patched me up.
I'm like reloading my magazine.
He's surprisingly effective even without dark force powers.
It happens sometimes. Some individuals with strength of mind like him are capable of accomplishing great things, even without a bond with a Ruoni.
Hey, Slayer says that you're pretty good. Good job,
Dean.
Mm-hmm.
I've been interfered with.
Fern.
Like, wait, was it the other ones that were here?
I don't know. Something broke my connection with you.
I got like super sick from radiation. I've been vomiting a lot.
I think it was... No, that probably is it, actually.
Yeah, I think I saw pieces of my body in my vomit.
You have to maintain yourself, or our connection might be broken, Dean.
Right. Well, I got a little foolhardy, you know. I got full of the dark force power. I was all jazzed up, but I should have been a little more restrained.
Dean, if you die, I die too.
Oh, don't put that on me, bro.
No, that's... I die on the inside.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, that's harsh, I know, but same here. I mean, yeah.
So, Captain, are we going back in that temple, or am I getting us the fuck out of here?
Question first. Is it direct brain to brain, or does Juan Diego hear all of that?
Juan Diego hears everything that you say out loud, right, and Juan Diego and the rest of the crew hear Slayers every time Slayers talks. Okay, it's like an open conference call.
Okay.
Yeah, we heard all of that. It's fine.
So it makes sense to everyone except for Jonas.
Right.
Who doesn't care because it's
or any of the crew members who aren't in the room while this is happening. They'll only hear Slayer's side of the conversation.
Oh, gosh.
Yep.
Super confusing.
Judgment Knights of Thunder.
Okay, well, God, it's good to hear your voice, little guy. Anyways, yes, well, good question, Juan Diego.
Look, we've done more than anyone else has. If we can get back out of here, we're going to be fucking heroes. Plus,
we haven't done anything.
Not one of the bodies. Haven't we, though?
We shot a few people, but hell, we do that all the time.
They've told us over the last 100 years, not a single person has touched down and been able to come back up again.
And what do we have for them to bring back? A body?
I'm sure they can get something out of that.
We examined the body. I put it in the med thing.
It listed as being a dead body.
Double check.
It is listed as also being radioactively hot.
Shoot it in the head. Yes, it's a dead body.
Can we like fucking contain that shit?
Can we zip it inside
Yes.
of another, like one of our old back suits or something?
Yep.
Well, I mean, that's great, but I don't know what they're going to want to do with it. But it does prove that we got down here. Where else would we have gotten this body? I mean, it doesn't make any sense, right?
Now, Arthur, what was the purpose of them wanting us to come here?
Nope, no real reason. No one knows what's here.
No real reason.
They just
wanted you to explore. They didn't even ask you to do it. You guys volunteered.
I said that I thought that maybe if we did it, they would be generous enough to let us look at their jump gate. I mean, that's
correct.
Really what happened.
And my suggestion is we could come back down here again later.
Yeah, I'd love to come back. I think we should go maybe try to if we can triangulate that ship before it triangulates us, maybe we take it out. Get down a little bit easier next time.
I mean,
all right, but if we leave, I'm fixing up our damn engines before we come back here.
Agreed.
Because that thing was fast. We need to be faster. Which, no offense to you, Juan Diego, but having equipment that can at least be on par with theirs will allow you to maintain your edge. I
think if we go in again, it's going to be a destruction rather than escape. We'll go for a direct assault. I mean, if you guys
if we do that, we're going to need to upgrade our armor and weapons too. Because we got stock equipment right now. That's not going to cut it.
We shot them once?
Yeah, we did like 1 point of damage.
That's correct.
So how did that, I mean, how would we judge that we were doing, considering
we only shot a grand total of twice and we missed once.
And we hit once. On that hit, if
for 1 point of damage.
So that's
a glancing blow. Yes.
It's a D4 or something.
Yep.
But can we get an idea of how many shots we'd need to squeeze off at like a nice 2 or 3 damage?
I mean, they have the exact same ship type as you, so they have about 20 health.
Okay.
So it'll take a lot. It'll take a lot.
So yeah, we could try to tactically take out their weapon system since they don't have a lot of weapon systems.
I mean, the real problem is the sand thrower not being operational in the storm, right? Like,
yeah, but if we know
the heavy damage
coming into
ships.
If we know about that going into it, maybe we could swap out the sand thrower at least temporarily with another type of weapon.
That's true.
You know, it might actually be a good idea to do it and come back now that we know what to expect. We can prepare for it.
Drand, start up the engines. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to leave by taking the 24-hour Holtzman orbit path? Or you go? Okay, make your roll.
No, we have the door open. Do we have any kind of probe or something we can send in to do a quick interior scan of the facility?
Do you have such a probe?
I don't know. Do we?
No.
I mean, our last,
check your character sheet.
Yeah, our last probe got blown up by the police, I think.
But actually, Dean, you scanned with your suit, didn't you?
Yes, he has a rough physical outline.
Yeah, and it's probably not going to be much use.
Well, that's something at least. I mean,
all right. Are we ready for? So, am I making my roll just to get out of here?
The question is whether you can burst out before you are caught in combat by the Excelsior.
Right, which we need a 12, I think you said last time.
Okay, and Drand is helping me?
Yes.
We did roll a 12 on the way down.
Oh.
Nope.
Wait.
So here's what happens. You break out of the storm. You think you're home free, and then as you clear the upper atmosphere, the Excelsior bursts out of the storm as well and begins firing on you with both its sand thrower and its laser. As shit gets lit, and the beginning of the next episode is another naval combat in the deadly heat of space.
Well, good.
Yeah, but they can fire both their weapons, but so can we.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about goals. You have them. and
Yeah, so-
things were accomplished.
So we got
Your
the group
secret goal was not completed, Dean.
Not
Just to,
completed.
yeah, I never heard it happen.
Yeah, I would like keep it on there, but the XP I feel is a little bit low.
I guess now as to what the goal was.
Gosh, should I keep it on?
What was
there?
your group goal this time around? Discover the secrets of the temple. No.
Nope.
Dean, you
Oh,
landed on the planet with a mobile ship, so you get 3 XP this time around.
That's enough to level.
Congratulations. What level are you now?
7.
Oh,
Wow, super high.
Yeah.
I'll get you next time, Gadget. Jonas.
I didn't meet anything. I did not
find
modify
something
our
to
spike
modify
drive.
my equipment in the
Didn't
temple.
find jack shit.
You
in the
get 1
temple.
XP.
Somebody wouldn't let me go back in, and I'm sad.
Yeah, that sucks. You
It's okay,
landed
we
the
probably would've
Nori
died
in one
anyways.
piece on the planet's surface, and you got inside the temple, so you get 3 XP for completing a goal and role-playing goods. Ooh, boy, that was a session, y'all. That was a session.
For sure.
I don't.
Gosh, was it combat the whole time?
Yeah, I don't think I'm
much,
gonna.
yeah.
Less, yeah, actually.
That's exhausting.
I don't think I'm gonna keep my mystery goal.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
So was the mystery goal to get one of us to say that you were a good captain?
Yes. It was to get Juan Diego to say that he was a good captain.
I mean, it does. Yeah, it was specifically had to be Juan Diego.
Juan Diego specific.
Never.
Never?
No, it wasn't even. To
What?
say
Never?
It was not.
No,
to say that I was a
never.
good- It wasn't to say that I was a good captain. I didn't expect
Yeah,
that.
never,
As
never,
something
hardly
good
ever.
about my captaining. Like you just had to say something nice.
Yeah, I mean, you could have been a better captain.
Fuck. Why don't
I
you
don't
punch
know.
him in the balls while you're at it?
Wow.
Jesus.
I mean, he might
We
have been
actually
that.
didn't take any damage or lose anyone or any systems.
You,
so,
I mean, you took 1 damage, right?
no.
And then you ablated
No.
it because you're a psychic.
We
No,
kept
did
on
you keep
accepting,
crisising over and over
we
again?
kept
That's
on
true.
crisising and clearing the crises.
Yeah, yeah, my
Literally
bad.
made it through with no damage, no broken systems, no lost crew members because of my excellent.
One day I'll shoot you out of the sky.
Your excellent
It
captain,
might be
no, is a
next
bunch of lucky ass rolls.
Yeah. No, we do have the date for that, Arthur. That is we made the what?
Juan Diego's a dick?
Uh,
Gosh, Juan Diego has slowly become more and more a gangster as this has gone on. Ever since the cursed psychic letter, Juan Diego has gone to the dark side. That's why Juan
pretty
Diego
much.
is so accepting of the dark force power.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you know.
Nothing good can come from it.
I want to say Slayer's MVP,
plus,
by the way.
Slayer's got that sexy voice. So.
Slayer's literally landed that 20 after encouraging the captain to succeed.
Nothing good can come from the
Slayer's-
talking fern.
No, Slayer's is great, but imagine how emo he would have been if I've gotten a 12. I think that's what it is, right? The higher my score, the more emo my plant is.
Just to be clear, when you run out of effort, Slayer's connection with you breaks.
Okay. I have to be.
Also, when
So you
you're
always have to maintain,
yeah,
hold on to one effort.
yep, can't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling.
Oh yeah. Well,
Street lights.
I gotta go to telekinetic level.
Also, if you
Ah,
die,
Journey.
of course.
It's been a while since I listened
Yeah,
to
let's
Journey.
do some outros. I'm Arthur Perkins. This has been APGamingREAL. Everybody's good for next week, right? Yes, no?
Yes.
Then we got shit to do next week. It's gonna be a horrible
There's
week for me
stuff happening.
because I got to do another one of those things where I cleanse all the sodium from my body this week so that my blood doesn't boil, literally. Not literally, but anyway, it's gonna be a bad week all around.
Mhm.
I'm gonna spend the whole time cursing Sid Alpha and trying to put hexes on him as a result.
I mean,
Sid,
that's
what will
a
you
very
be doing this
common
week?
thing. I will be warding off evil hexes as I am typically wont to do throughout the course of the week. I'm going to be continuing to make videos during that time as well over my YouTube channel, youtube.com/SidAlpha. And I'm going to be back here on Monday with Arthur and Kelsa for Can Cole. with Cotton and Lexi as well. It's an awesome game that Arthur is going to be throwing more stuff at us. Beans
No,
Kelsa proved that she can absolutely decimate
no.
things,
I
and
made
I was
the
able to
decision.
one-shot a boss.
I'm not going to throw more stuff at you. I'm just going to activate
you are,
the.
but you aren't. You're just throwing more abilities at us as opposed to more bodies.
Sure, why not?
So which
that's
is
one way to put it.
Yeah. And then Thursday we have, is Rad going to be back for Thursday, or
I believe so.
Be doing another one shot?
No, I think he's back.
So that's fine. We can just keep doing one shots and just power level over Rad. It's
your dick.
A little bit. So yeah, thanks guys so much for watching. Appreciate it. Don't forget to like and follow and do all the things for Arthur's channel here, because he does an amazing job and he's well worth it. And that's about all I've got going on. Hopefully I can get my vehicle back on Monday.
It's rough. It's a rough week for everybody all around. Virgil, what do you got going on? You're muted.
Virgil, you're muted.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough week. I have to take my cat in for a very expensive surgery. That's going to suck. Yeah, other than that, I will be back. I'll be back here tomorrow night for more role-playing as Paulette.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I have to rock your world tomorrow.
And I have to rock Sam's world.
Yeah, yeah. In a totally different way.
And then everyone will be happy. I'm very, tune in tomorrow to see how pissed I am when Arthur starts haranguing me as the princess. It's going to be a very bad scene.
That's Crown Princess. Crown Princess.
If I fuck that up in character, I will be murdered.
Probably.
With your etiquette level, you'll be mortified. Simply mortified at that faux pas.
So please come and watch tomorrow night. And then, that's all I've got going for right now. I think is these two shows. So just just put it on APGamingREAL and tear off the dial of the internet.
Kelsa, what do you got?
I got a tiny dog.
You do have a tiny dog. That is true.
She's so tiny and much dog.
I mean, she's mildly small, yeah.
She's mildly small. Anyway, I play role-playing games on the internet. I got 2 shows here with AP, this one here, and Can Cole with Sid on Mondays. On my own channel on Tuesdays, we have Harvest Valley, which is a Burning Wheel campaign. And on every other Thursday, we have Band of Blades, which is a hack of Blades in the dark fantasy, military drama. It's very there's lots of zombies and horrifying undead, and Strash comes up with new ways to make us imagine disgusting half decayed bodies.
But does Strauss say, imagine something really cool?
No, he has not actually said that. He has managed to actually describe the really cool things, or at least allude to them enough that we imagine them without him telling us to imagine.
It's a mouth that has 3 other mouths inside it.
Good times. That's what I got going on. I need to play more BattleTech. That's it. I got a dog.
Right. If you're here watching live, I'm going to be rating Lexi Tales. She's got a ongoing charity for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. So if you want to donate for that, I'm sure it would make everyone's night, and also help kids, get not sick. Much like Dean Fairless is currently very sick and will never recover from the horrifying experience that he's taken.
I was actually thinking that I think I can use my points to bump my fucking
you're gonna counter it?
I might, or I could go to level 4. I was thinking I'd go to level 4 telekinesis and get that point back. Or
are you high enough level to unlock 4th level skills?
No.
Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, you gotta watch that, because it's It's pretty tough.
I was at 6. I think I just was able to get 3, so I doubt it's 7.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'll probably
Pretty sure it's 9.
Arthur, haha! I leveled, haha! Take that.
You got me. You defeated my evil plan to keep you from leveling by
by rolling dice really well. I don't know. Not even that well. I agree, Arthur. Yes, you didn't even roll that great today.
Yes, so sweet.
Other than when you rolled
better than me.
2 20s in a row. Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, that was pretty
I mean, sometimes life.
I think a wet blanket rolled better.
Life
than
comes
me,
at you fast.
That and then the Slayer's 20 roll. Those were beautiful moments in the game tonight.
I mean, that's why I'm remembered as being someone who's good at rolling, while Sid is remembered as someone who's bad at rolling. Despite the fact that statistically our rolls will even out, I just got the drama on my side.
Mm-hmm.
I succeed when it counts. That's it for us tonight. Have a good night. We'll see you next time. I lost my mouse cursor.